very good afternoon. Our distinguished guests and also speakers for this afternoon. Yang berhormat Dr. Anwar Rafai, and also Yang berhormat Dr. Jerawat. Thank you for taking time to join us. I know this is not the usual task, being a politician, to be among the academicians and also among the researchers. And Prof. Rob as well, Dr. Rob, okay, from Alberta, Canada. And I think we have keynote speakers from overseas, participants from overseas and also from the local participant. I just want to, for the interest of time, this afternoon is actually a special session that we designed for this participatory design conference, we call it PDC 2022. And also as background, this policy dialogue actually is a follow-up event of IDEX, IDEX International Digital Economic Conference Sarawak, forum held every year, organized by the Sarawak State Government. So one of the outcome of the IDEX forum is actually for us to discuss the policy matters with regards to ICT for development, specifically for Sarawak. And this afternoon, we're very fortunate to have also expert practitioners, researchers, even community leaders who have been involved in this ICT for development projects themselves. So at the end of this dialogue, what we intend to do is actually to come up with a resolution. Hopefully in the areas of policy, ICT for development, with the intention of providing a clear framework for sustainability and also for inclusiveness for the community. So without further ado, I think this afternoon forum is very, very informal, very more of interaction type of session. For the first part, we will invite YB Dr. Anwar and followed by Dr. Jerawat, and then followed by Dr. Rob McMahon. Yeah. Then we have a short break, depending on the time of both our YBs. If you have time, then you can join us after the break. We still have a presentation from SDEC and also people from the communities, yeah, both from Sabah and Sarawak. Then finally, we want to come up with a resolution. Yeah. So without further ado, I think I would like to invite Yang Berhormat Dr. Anwar Rafai for the benefit of our guest. He's Deputy Minister here in Sarawak for Education, Innovation and Talent Development, and also Chairman of this university. So, Wabi, second.
Thank you, Prof. Khairuddin, and ladies and gentlemen. I'll straight away to my small presentations on the role of people's representations, or ADUN we call it here, people's representative in this digital era. As you know that our state, I think we are the very first state in the country that embarked on digital economy. And at that time, there's a lot of skeptical about it because we know there's other basic needs that we need to have before we go into this digital era. But nevertheless, it's become a very some sort of like a necessity, the needs for this during the pandemic. Okay, because a lot of people depend on the connectivity during that time of when we have a very bad or disasters because of the pandemic. So I, as the people's representative in my kawasan, we call it Dun Nangka, and my colleague here also maybe will be more have experience because he's from more remote. Nangka is a suburban constituency. The furthest is about 60 kilometers from Sibu, the long house that I have, the furthest is about 60 kilometers. Fortunately, my area is all connected by road. So I do not need to use a boat or helicopter, where my colleague will definitely need boat and helicopter to reach to the people, you see? Walk on foot. So it is a very extreme difference. So anyway, I would like to highlight a few things that I have done for the last few years during this period of the needs of digital inclusion. Next slide, please. I have to change. Okay. This is actually one of our place for the youth. We call it the Skate Plaza in the Sibu town. Okay, and this is the first place that we provide a free Wi-Fi zone for those who comes here to play the BMX, the bicycle, the rollers, as well as this is an extreme game. Okay, this is an extreme game. When I asked for the budget last time for this arena to be built, our premier quickly told me at that time that you must provide them with free Wi-Fi. So that's why free Wi-Fi was included in this project. On top of that, it also can provide, there's a lot of esports going on at the moment. And I would like to take this opportunity, Prof. One of our students have won the Commonwealth gold medal, Dota 2, we call it. A young lady have won the Birmingham Games in UK. It's just last week. Okay? So, and yeah, I think she's inside. Yeah. This the lady beside me. So this area is actually to provide the youth in terms of connectivity. It's an open space, so mainly there were a lot of activities there in future with accessibility of connectivity there. This is actually, as I've said just now, the challenges of connectivity in our longhouses. I have 34 longhouses in my area. Not all of that 34 longhouses are able to have a Wi-Fi. Not all. I think about 60 to 70% only. And when I look at it, of course, connectivity is very, very important. But most of my tuai rumah might not be, literate to use all this. So I have organized what we call as a digital literation workshop for the Longhouse community. I think this was also held a few weeks ago, and this was held at our Digital Innovation Hub under SDEC. I think a few speakers went there yesterday. Yeah. So this is one of the approach that I have to make sure that though connectivity is the biggest challenges, but of course in terms of literacy among our we call it tuai rumah, the chief, how do you call it? Village chief. The village chief. They are very important person in the longhouse. So I brought them for a training as well as for the workshop. Okay, during our pandemic, about 2 years, our students didn't go to school. Yeah. I think some do not able to read, able to write, and if you've read an article called the learning lost time during this pandemic, and where they postulate, where they extrapolate, if you do not tackle, it's going to be a very serious matter. It will affect the children in future, not now. It could be in the next few years, because of they couldn't read and they couldn't write at the age of 7 and 8 years old because of they didn't go to school. They depend wholly on, we call it home-based teaching and learning. In bahasa, we call it PDPR. Pembelajaran dan pembelajaran di rumah. Okay, and we have actually for my kawasan, for my area, I've asked our guru besar, our headmaster, to look into this. Not only at my course, the whole area, the whole country, and they found out that there are substantial number of students who still could not read and write. Uh, they are in standard 2 and 3. Standard 1 now this year they are able to go to school, but standard 2 they haven't gone to school, never been in the school environment. So because of that, during that time, during the pandemic, I have actually organized what we call online teaching. Online teaching. And I can tell you this online teaching is only good for good students. It's not good for not good students. Because the mediocre still need physically attention, not through this. That's my personal experience on this. And because there are about 450 people who registered during when I opened up this online tuition for free, but later on, we only about 150 students who attend the class. So this is, you have to keep in mind, connectivity is important, but whether it really able to help the students in future is still a big question mark there. This is our, I think, the state government has embarked on the Sibu Digital Innovation Hub. We have so many all over the place. I will not go through that. I think some of you have know the objective. It is actually a startup area for these creative SMEs to start their business and to put up their ideas for commercialization. Okay, so Sibu have one, Miri, Kuching, all over the place. But the Sibu is under SDEC. There are different organizations or different agencies who also have under the state government. But the key objective is for a startup company. This is actually my plan to put a Bandung walk. If any of you want to have a lot of food, the Sibu is famous for mee. All sorts of names. Mee kampua, mee sua, all sorts. Very nice mee. You must try. Okay, you must try. Noodles, it's noodles. All sorts of noodles. Okay, this is one place that you can have it. So, but this place is too small. It's cramped. People complaining to me there is no parking, not easy to get parking to have our food there. So I'll try to have this the center as an e-hawker center where we can use not Grab. We have our own platform. Later on, I'll go to this platform. Oh, there's a platform we call it Beli 24. Beli 24 is actually invented by our local boy. It's almost the same as Grab platform, but it offers a cheaper version than Grab. Okay, it also offers service, e-hailing, as well as food as well. So I think his name is Hisham. So he has created that. It's only 3% he charged compared to the other one is something about 10 to 50% of it. Okay, so I will try to turn this as one of his the place that way he can use his platform. This is of course we need to train these people, the store operators, for them. And I think that's another issue that we need to address. Even though we have all connectivity, even though you have all this platform, but if the operators do not know how to handle this, they might not be receptive in these all digital changes that we are trying to help them. But of course, this is the way forward. We have to keep on telling them this is the way forward for you to enhance your business, but they must have the basic knowledge of that. And because of that, we are trying to have a training on digital competency for all these store operators first. Before connectivity in Sibu, not to say not bad, but it's okay, yeah, compared to the rural areas. I think that's the things that I want to share with all of you, for you to have some ideas how to come up with a good, in terms of research, in terms of new ideas to help the thing that I have mentioned just now. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Anwar. I think as you all remember, we discussed about digital divide. We always think that only for the remote area, but they also have problem in the urban and suburban area because when we talk about ICT for the women, not just about connectivity, it's about how the infrastructure and services will benefit the community. So I think that's what Dr. Anwar is trying to do, using the infrastructure and the facility to enhance the livelihood and the social economic development of the people here. So now